Hello, my name is Dwayne Thomas, and this is the shortcoming and wish list of graduation and reunion version 1. So, based off what I've done, I have a room that's already done, seating, about 2 avatars, podium, stage, stairs, seats for the president, speakers, and faculties. So, the next point will be to actually finish adding characters to their seating. So each character must have an animation to clap. So audio needs to be added to that audio / animation and added more characters to each seat to play as the audience. And then from there need to add a couple of avatars to sit as students for this project. Need to actually create the costume for the cap and gowns for the faculty, the speaker, the president, and the students. So that's the next thing. And my product owner, when the game begins, I'll show you from the scene. So outside the scene, this is what it looks like when the game begins. From here, if I were to maximize, he wants the faculty. So the people that's going to be sitting on stage giving the speech will be walking in. This is why I give a space here for them to walk in. So as they're walking in, the audience will be clapping and the students will be standing and clapping or sitting. Either one works. And then they will walk up with banners, with their costume, and walking up to the actual stage. And from there, you would add more animation, audio, to facial structures while they give in speech, allowing them to walk as well. So walking animation, facial for speaking, and audio. So the whole thing is more of you have to finish adding characters for the audience. So add more avatars to the audience, give them animation for clapping with the audio, the sound of clapping. And then when the game begins, you want to have the faculty, the people who's going to be on top of the actual stage speaking to the students and to the rest of the audience is going to need to walk in. So you need to create a walk-in animation. We need to create the cap and gown with the selected avatar to walk in. Once you have that done, then from there, you need to create avatars for each student so they can select an avatar to be part of the game. So once they select an avatar, they join in. So the next thing outside this application, this is just the application for that ceremony. You need to create a website to allow people to log in as a student, guest, or admin. So once you have that done, to create a profile to log in with their credentials, FIU credentials or university credentials. From there, you will create a list of sessions. So each session will have this application running. So once the users select a session, they will be part of this application. So profile. So from the beginning, so we need to finish this room. So this room is finished. It's just adding characters to make it more interactive. So one, add more characters, give them animation to clap and audio. From there, create more avatars for students to select when they create their profile. You need to create more characters for the president, speakers, for them to come in. Create animation of them walking in. And from there, create a login for guests and students and admin. They can create a profile and select an avatar from there. Then a list of sessions. Each session will have this application running. For a particular session, there will be 48 students. Then once you are able to get that done, once you're able to finish this experience and have an audience clapping, to having the speakers and the speeches and the president and the faculty walking with their cap and gowns and banners and sit down and begin the commencement and have the whole entire experience done, and then an actual student can log in, select an avatar, be part of a session, join in, and then that would be pretty much it. So that's what they're looking for. Then the next thing is creating a group chat at the beginning. So before the session begins, if they log in too early, they can talk to other people while they're there in a separate room or in the same room, just talking to each other, group chat. Then once the session begins, group chat is over. Then at the end of the session, there will be a page popping up saying congratulations with their name and picture and telling them when their actual diploma will be submitted or be coming to their house. And then at the end of the ceremony, if there is any time left, they can continue their group chat or just exit out the application. So that's pretty much it. So group chat, a login page for full session to create the profile avatars. You need to finish adding characters to each seats, animation. So this is a fun, challenging project. You have to be very experienced with Unity, creating animation with Mixamo, and continue animation with Unity. Adding audio, creating characters, creating the whole scene, the cinema scene for each character. So that's pretty much it for shortcoming and wish list.